Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Whether you're here to compare apps, learn something new, or just stay updated, you're in the right place. Let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an incredibly detailed and comprehensive review for Acima Leasing for 2025. This was for anyone considering lease-to-own options for furniture, electronics, appliances, or even tires. You might be wondering if Acma is worth your time and money, or if it's better to skip altogether. Well, I've done a ton of research, tested extensively, and I'm here to break it all down with you, the good and the bad, and everything in between. Let's take things off by understanding what Acma leasing really is. At its core, Acma is a lease-to-own financing option that designed to help people with no credit or bad credit access products they need right now, but they can afford it. Unlike traditional financing, Acma doesn't run a hard credit checks, and instead they use alternative data from your income, employment history, and banking info to decide if you qualify. This makes it a lifeline for many who might others be shut out for purchasing options. Here, the general process. You shop at the partner retail either online or in the physical stores, select Acma at the checkout, and apply right there. The application only takes a few minutes, and many user gets an approval or denial in seconds. If approved, Acma pays for your purchase upfront to the retail, and you enter the lease agreement with Acma agreeing to make a payment over a set period. That's a nice is the flexibility. You can choose your payment plan based on what fits your budgets, typically ranging from 6 to 24 months, with the monthly payments that often come out to managing chunks. Now, let's take payments and costs because this is where things get a little tricky. Acme's total cost will be almost always be higher than buying outright with cash or traditional financing. Why? Because lease to own means that you're paying for an item plus interest and fees over time. However, Acme has another repurchasing option. If you pay off the lease early, typically within 90 days, you can own a item right for much less than the full lease costs. This early buyout option is a game changer and you can save hundreds of dollars if you plan ahead. Without that, the lease payments add up and you can end up paying two times or more than the item's retail price. So, what are the pros that makes Acma stands out? First and foremost is accessibility. Acma's credit policies are much more forgiving than the traditional lenders, so it's easier to get approved even if you had a credit challenge in the past. Also, the approval process is fast and mostly online, which is convenient. You also get flexible payment terms tailored to your budget. And this is the huge network partner stores. From furniture outlets to auto part retails, you have a plenty of choices. But it's not all roses. There are several cons you need to be aware of. The biggest is the cost. Stretching out the payments can lead to paying significantly more than the item's price, sometimes double or more. If you miss payments, your lease item can be responded, which can be stressful, especially if it's something you need every day. Another downside is customer service. Many users report difficulty resolving disputes or getting a clear information. Plus, while ACMA doesn't report to a major credit bureaus, missed payments or responses like me might affect your financial reputation in the other ways. Reading the lease's contract carefully is crucial because fees, late charges, and terms vary. Now, let's dig deeper into some real world cases. Imagine you urgently need a refrigerator but don't have a credit to get a loan or a credit card. Acma could be the one option to get that appearance right away and spare payments but over time. If you are starting a business and need equipment but don't qualify for traditional financing, Acma's flexible terms might be a lifesaver. However, if you're just looking for convenience and have a good credit, you will probably find much better financing options with lower overall costs elsewhere. Security and transparency also matter. Acma is a legitimate company with partnerships across the US, but some users expresses concern about the hidden fees or unclear contract terms. Always review your lease agreement thoroughly and ask questions before signing. Pay attention to the early purchase options deadline and the total cost if you hold the lease to terms. Knowing this in advance can save you from unpleasant surprises. What about the customer experiences? Online reviews are mixed. Many appreciate how easy the approval process is and how ICMA makes essential purchases possible. Other complaints about the poor communication, delayed refunds, or aggressively collections. Like many financial services, your experience can vary widely depending on how you manage payments and interact with support. Another important factor is how ACMA compares to the competitors like Progressive Leasing or Rent A Center. ACMA's main advantage is the speed of approval and the relatively easy application process. Some competitors have more strict credit criteria or less flexible terms. However, if you shop around, you might find better interest rates or promotions with the others. It's always smart to compare before deciding. Looking forward into 2025, leasing to own service like Acima continue to fill an important niches for consumers with limited access to a traditional credit. However, financial experts warn the lease to own should be used cautiously. It's a tool, not a solution for long term financial health. If you can build a credit and qualify for credit card or loans, those will almost always be cheaper and better options. To wrap it up, Acma leasing is worth it if you have an urgent needs, limited credit, and a plan to pay off your leases to save money. It offers accessibility and convenience that traditional lenders don't. But if you're stretching your payments long term, it can be expensive fast. So be cautious. Reading the fine print, understanding your payment schedule, and using Acma smartly is a key to getting values. Alright, guys, that's the full non-fluff Acma leasing review for 2025. If you have experience with Acma or are planning to use it, drop your thoughts and questions in the comments. I want to hear your stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a detail. Honest review like this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.